If we want to change the entire content of our page, we simply have to go and click on this X for each section, like so. Then by clicking over here to Media Library and by going over here to Pages, we can select a different page from over here. Let's select this one, for example. And now we have the new page over here. We can see the containers over here. It has a header container that we do not need as we have our own header. So let's click on this X. It also has a copyright. So let's click over here to the copyright. We don't need it as we have our own footer. And then let's click on this arrow over here in order to expand everything. So let's go to the hero section. We have an image over here. We can see that it has a space over here. So let's see why that is. First, we are going to check the advanced, the padding and the margin. It has nothing. So then we are going to check the container. And for the container, the justify content is at the end. That's why it has this space over here. Then we have a heading widget, a text editor widget, a button widget. We can also see that this image moves. Okay, so by going back to the image, to the advanced, to motion effects, we can see that it has some motion effects over here. So let's go to this main container. We can see that it has a gradient. That's why we have this difference between the blue and the white. It has a distance over here and the location over here. By going to the next section, we have two heading widgets over here, a text editor over here, and then we have some containers over here. For this container, if we are going to advance, we can see that it has some padding set to percentage. It has a heading widget, a text editor widget, and a button widget. We can also see that during the hover, we have this effect. So by staying to the container, to style, and going to hover, we can see that the hover has this gradient again. That's why we can see this effect like so. Those are the same as I just explained that one. By moving to the next section, we can see that between this section and this other section there is a space. By going to advanced, we can see that over here to margin, to percentage, to 7. So let's check. It has an image over here that also moves. So once again, by going to advanced, to motion effects, we can see the effect over here. It has a heading widget, another heading widget, and a text editor widget. We have a divider over here, and we have an icon list. For the icon list, we have the icons over here, the items over here. We can have them default like so or inline like so. We can add a new item by clicking on this button. We can delete it by clicking on X, and we can duplicate it by clicking on this icon as well. We can apply the link to full width or inline by clicking on a particular icon. We have the text over here. We can edit it with AI. We can click over here to change the icon. And we can paste the URL over here. By clicking on this wheel, we can open the URL in a new window. By going to style, we have the space between, the alignment. If we want the divider, for the divider we will have the style, the weight and the width, and of course the color. For the icon, we have the color for the normal state, the color for the hover state, the size, the gap, the horizontal alignment, the vertical alignment, and the adjustment of the vertical position. For the text, we have typography, global fonts or custom typography from over here, text shadow, color from over here, and the hover color from over here. And of course, transition duration, like so. Okay, let's go over here and history and go backwards. Like so. For the next section, we have a heading widget, another heading widget, and for this container, let's see, it's over here. We have a heading widget, another one, and a text editor. So let's look at this heading widget as it is different from what we've seen before. So let's go to advanced. We have some paddings over here. we have width set to custom, like so, and by scrolling and going to background, we can see that we have a gradient background, like so. That's why we have that gradient over there. And we also have a border, like so. Okay, by scrolling, the next section as a heading widget, another one, and a text editor widget. And over here to those containers, we have, first we have an image box over here, then we have a star rating over here, and the text editor over here. For the image box widget, we have the image over here. We can edit it with AI from over here. Image resolution, the title, edit it with AI from over here. The description, we can edit with AI from over here. We can have a URL over here. By clicking on this wheel, we can open it in a new window. We can also change the title HTML tag. By going to style, we have settings for the box, like image position, vertical alignment, image spacing, content spacing. For the image, we have the width, border type if want to, opacity from over here. For the content, we have color, typography, text stroke, and text shadow, both for the title and for the description. And of course, we have advanced settings as well. For the star rating, we have the settings over here, the rating scale, rating, icon. We can choose the unmarked icon style from over here, title if want to, and alignment, and of course styling over here, like size, spacing, color. And unmarked color. Like so. Okay, by moving forward, over here we have a counter widget. We have starting number, ending number, number prefix, number suffix, as we can see this plus, animation, if we want 1,000 separator, how do we want the separator to be, the title, we can edit it with AI from over here. By going to style, we have title position like so, title horizontal alignment like so, the title gap like so, the number position, number gap. For the number, we have the color from over here, typography from over here, text stroke and text shadow, and for the title the same, color, typography, stroke and shadow. By moving forward, we have a heading widget, a text editor widget, and over here we have a toggle widget. We have the items over here. We can add a new item by clicking on this button. We can also click on this X to delete it. We can click on this icon to duplicate it. By clicking on a particular item, we have the title that we can edit with AI. We have the content that we can edit with AI. Then we have icon over here. We can choose an icon from icon library by clicking over here. For the active icon as well, we can choose a different one from over here. And we can set the FAQ schema. For the style, for the toggle style, border width, border color, and space between. We can also have a box shadow. For the title, we have background, color, active color, typography, global fonts or custom typography, text shadow, and padding. For the icon, we have the alignment, the color, and the active color as well. Of course, the spacing. For the content, we have background, we have color, typography, custom typography, or global fonts, and text shadow. By moving forward, we have another heading widget, another text editor widget, and another button. So this is how you can change the entire design of your page and how you can check what you have in your new design and see what you can customize.